The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
So what do we get from this? Nothing. We just know we should go. We have to get closer anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think we learned that we shouldn't listen to anyone. I don't know.
Well, if we are going to be asking about the parched stone, we shouldn't ask about it, we should be asking about how we go around it, and is there any gear that would make the trip around it easier, because obviously asking about it, it's caused us trouble, nothing but trouble. Yes. Mentioning your quest has caused us nothing but trouble.
My quest? Well,
we've had people asking about your, what was the word they used? Is spying? Was it something else? Yeah. It's almost like we can't tell anyone here what we're really doing.
well, I mean, I figured going deeper into, once we're in Bermanian territory, we can't talk about my errand from King Stephen, because this is like, it's a state that's an enemy nation.
So,
Not at the moment, though.
yes,
It's still an enemy nation, they're just not in direct war, but it's still an enemy nation. This is going to make it incredibly hard to find King Stephen's son, or Duke Winter for that matter.
yeah, but you could use rumor.
It will require a lot of listening.
Well,
Although I don't know how much will filter through the commoner.
how late is it? It's quite late, isn't it?
It's only like 9:18.
What does the little clock say?
This is 9:17.
Vespers, Compline, Matins.
You'd be closer to Matins than anything else.
It's late. I've got to go and think.
Where are you going?
See if I can get some rumors.
By yourself?
Yes?
Are you sure that's wise?
You've never asked me before.
We're in less than friendly places.
From the window you left open to let the cool night air and to cool down the overly hot room that was shut up and stuffy, you can hear the distant cries of a still active marketplace at night. Close, because you're like right on it, you can hear the odd cry of like, "Fine German beers! Why not make your night complete with fine German beer? Hot sausage in a bun! Genuine pig! Actual named animal in a bun!"
Sulin, would you be able to teach me how to use a weapon?
You got a couple of years?
I think I'm just gonna...
My stuff just broke, and I don't really want to use my other one.
Well, did you buy a new staff, by the way?
We'll go down and get one.
$6. Flat rate.
We would have got your staff.
Oh, unless you wanted a particularly wizardy looking one, then you have to go look for the black.
Yes, let's do that going into
no,
Romanian territory.
We're going to look for a wizardly looking one. Buy off that fine non-guard looking guy.
My coloured tent. Oh look, it is a green lucky tray of shit you might want to buy but probably don't.
I thought he wasn't here before, was he?
Oh, okay, so he can never be.
No, I was sorry. No,
His boat came late.
No. I was actually just wondering. I'm like, because was he here when we looked around the markets before?
No, he wasn't.
Because
He said he was.
because if he wasn't, we're probably going to go check this.
I'm going to tend to my wounds, write my journal, play my flute in my room. For now.
Okay.
So what do you want to learn?
I don't know. What's a good one?
Honestly, stuff. I mean,
Using your staff,
it is actually a very good week.
using your staff more effectively will probably be better for you. You've got it on you, and I don't think you've got the handling of the
I'm
sword.
interested in diversifying my portfolio of capabilities. I mean, what if my stuff breaks and there's nothing but swords on dead people that you've killed lying around?
You learn how to use 2 sticks.
What, Florentine style?
Well, would you be able to show me some better ways to use it? Usually, I don't fight with it so much as I just,
Swing it and hit.
Well, I mean, usually I don't
Oh,
use the
what
stuff. I
facilities
use.
that does this
other things,
place,
yes.
Yeah.
a room have a...
it's like right next door to a fine bathhouse.
Okay, so it doesn't have its own, like, just bath. Or...
Just give me 4 gold and you can use it.
Okay. Sure.
Told you guys were in the paddling pool earlier.
It's probably a nice bathhouse.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it's incredible.
It's okay.
I think
It's a big tub with water in it. What do you want?
we'll train
Come
tomorrow.
on, Scribbles.
So yeah, we'll go to the bathhouse.
Oh, you're going to go too?
Well, it's
How
fucking
much?
Matin,
Full
so
Well, local.
you don't want me going up getting information.
You can do what you want. Just... It's my way of saying be cautious.
I'm always cautious.
Indeed.
When haven't I been cautious? Been overly cautious.
You know, the time you had to fill, you got caught, so you had to fill the door with the bodies.
Did you, or did you not want your gear?
I mean, I wanted my gear.
Then do you have a problem with it?
The bodies fill the door! Let the bodies fill the door!
Those guys will never
Damn,
come
I
near
hope
us
he was going to
again.
go for that one last one so I could scream door. Like Peter Lupus, the Growler. So what are you guys doing?
To the bathhouse!
Okay. And then...
Sleep. Probably. I mean, like, I'll study and stuff, but like...
Yeah, I was going to say, you study, I'm guessing.
I'm going to set up the door.
As you wish.
I'll
with
warm them
bodies?
with bells.
Your new bells, yeah, you get to test them. Yeah, so, yeah,
Close the shutters.
like some journal, play some float, play with scribbles.
We trained them on
I mean, because of the quality of the room, you only need like 2 bells worth of sleep, so...
Well, I still need to, I'm not sure how much hit points I'm going to get back from this room, but I still need to get
you
some
never
more.
get more than the amount you get. But
Yeah.
It takes less time to get it.
I don't know how many hit points I'm going to get. Oh,
You're gonna lose some.
You're going to lose some.
I'm not, because I'm down at 30 already.
okay.
I already lost 2.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You at least get hit points back. We haven't figured it out yet. Because there's nothing that we've done.
Fasula never gets hit.
I lost 2 points.
She gets hit, but then she kills somebody and then gets them back.
I lost
So
2
it's-
points. I've only got down 1.
So like you'll get an extra 1. You'll actually go up to full, because I have a feeling. So I can do all that shit during the rest period.
You're going to heal me.
The healing proficiency grants an additional hit point per round of rest.
Which
Means you actually get
1.
as opposed to getting nothing.
And so you'll get 2 for resting unless you have fast
Yeah, I was
healing.
thinking I'm just going to be 2.
I don't know if do you have any healing spells left for today, or do you use them?
No, I only had 2 learned.
Well, I think Ken's sorting out his spells, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
I just...
I'm learning an extra.
I don't know what Solan's doing.
The prime horns hoot.
So, what's our plan for today?
Well, I have some pauldrons to get from the marketplace.
I might get another set of bowels. I don't think 6 is enough.
Do you have any further business here before we...
I
move
think
on?
I heard Wajibu last night. We could go talk to him.
Who knows what table of useless crap he has.
Exactly.
I was going to suggest we make for Merlin.
Well, I need to go buy these
Or
bowels.
Merlin. I'm not sure how it's pronounced.
It's Merlin, I think.
Merlin.
Well,
I mean, I haven't heard it referred to by name that much, but I've read about it in books.
if you wish, if we meet back here at 6, and we can decide and carry on from there.
Very well. Well, I shall be heading to the marketplace anyway.
I'm going up. Upscale,
We're heading
up
to the
market.
lower marketplace, though.
I'm going up market. Yeah.
Why not just go with Saphira?
I'm basically just going to get the pauldrons.
Because you've already paid for them.
Yeah, I paid for them.
There you go.
Good morrow.
Fine work on these. You certainly got your money's worth.
Thank you very much. Ah, they look splendiferous.
Yes, indeed. Notice the particular fine roof work around here. And the edgings are designed to promote a feeling of strength around the edges. And they, of course, lead up around the sort of more bell shape rounded at the top, implying a sense of mercy. And then they separate out into this waterfall that coalesces into the hammer motif that we discussed.
Very nice.
Yes, indeed. You've certainly got your money's worth here.
Thank you very much.
Game style bonus.
Oh, let's go find Wajibu
Put them
now.
in my inventory now. Very well. Do you recall where you... I assume heard him?
I mean, if we stand... if we walk around long enough, I'm sure we'll hear him.
Yeah, strange you don't.
I don't hear anything. Majibu is usually fairly...
Now.
Indeed.
Going on a long journey, get your pack slaves here. Pack slaves.
How much are paid slaves? Are they, like, orating how much they are, or is he just saying come get them?
It's, well, he's not going to, because you buy them at auction.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
And we wouldn't be allowed to buy slaves anyway.
We'd just
You
let them
can
go.
buy slaves.
You would just buy them and
It's
let them
legal
go.
here.
Oh,
It may
that's
be
right.
immoral.
As I said, just buy them and let them go. But I mean, like...
Actually, there are laws in place to prevent you doing that.
Really?
Yes.
Because you have to look after them.
A slave has to can earn freedom, but cannot just be given it out of the kindness of your heart, unless you transport them outside of Birmingham. That will also
About some days, isn't it?
This one says he said 1k if we had to go back on it.
Well, yeah, I mean... Yeah, this one says that he specifically only found one
It
cat.
also says he also mentioned seeing a snake. We have had other reports suggest that the two adder, was it two-step adders there, for
Adder.
instance? Some bird pass over. There had some insect. That makes sense as well. Any insect life would probably be near the edge rather than deeper into the parched stone.
Or deeper underground.
That's true, quiet.
And we have also heard previous reports that there are nasty sandstorms, which fits in with the winds.
The thing is, like, this one is like, literally says there's a tribe that goes there sometimes. There's no water, there's no caves, there's no animals. The land is rock. The breeze is nice sometimes, but it's hot. Like, oh shit! How comprehensive. Clearly written by the orc.
They all seem like they've been written by orcs from Saphira's perspective. She's used to reading decent writing.
This one's really well written, but like, it says you could dangle a bucket down to the sapphire on a long rope. But you mean like the river that's
Not
like
even
all the way up,
Yeah.
all the way up, like 3 cities over.
What's worse is they only changed one thing. How could you change one thing out of that?
Yeah.
The other thing is these ones that say like there are no birds or insect life or that sort of thing. It's like, I didn't see any. I mean, but like this one specifically says he went near the edge and didn't see any insect life. But it's probably also full of shit. And he also says it rains.
Which it never rains in the
Never
past.
rains, yeah. Yeah, baby.
And where's that? I think it's here, the Prof S. To
Oh,
see
you wrote
it.
it down.
Yeah.
I think I did, but like I didn't print it out. Saved on my computer.
So
There, basically. Whenever we get prophecies, I write them down word for word, and then like usually print them. Sometimes I forget.
Yeah, it does mention water falling onto the land that does not have water.
he's found what he thinks is the right one.
Oh, that's cool.
So
So you think you've worked out the truth?
Yeah.
Now you roll your intelligence on it.
No, you don't.
No, you don't, he says.
So what do you think it is?
He's not going to tell us if it people will
Unless
it
like
wrong.
specifically by only one of these messages is true, you meant the one that says they're full of shit.
But that was the point of reference, I think, to indicate that only one of them was.
Do you think Jessup is the correct one?
The only other one that's like fairly good also has like a bunch of random bullshit.
Well, I'm not telling you if you're right or not.
Of course not.
I mean, you're going to base your decisions for what you want for your campaign on that. So your success or failure in deducing the correct note will be represented in the difficulty of survival, right?
How so?
Well,
Okay.
if you believed some of the other ones that
Of the
said,
ones
oh,
that-
you can
okay,
get
you can get water. Oh, yeah, I see
then
what you mean.
maybe you wouldn't take so much water. If you believed ones that said, no, there's 0 water, then you would take way, way more water, which would mean you'd have to skimp on something else. But if you believe the one where there's caves, then you might be like, well, we could rest in these caves, so we might not need so much protective anti-sun stuff.
Yeah,
Or-
this one also specifies they only saw some insects near the edge, but one of the other ones specifies they saw insects all through the whole thing. So like,
Yeah,
that
so
one-
you might take some
I see what you mean.
anti-insect crap.
Yeah.
But then you would have to spend money on elsewhere. So, it's all like balances out there. So whichever one you believe is how you're going to spend your money, right? Broadly speaking.
Yeah.
It's mostly going to be water anyway.
And you wouldn't believe how expensive water is when you get close to that place. I mean, just for 1 barrel of water, you're looking at a couple of Dirac.
What we should do is we should just buy some barrels here and fill them up with water from the river while we're here and cut them all the way.
If you did a cost-benefit analysis and it worked out that did make more sense than not.
What's a cost benefit analysis?
Was based
Exactly, we wouldn't know.
On,
You
yeah.
probably wouldn't call it that, but when you work out if it's better to buy something here and cart it than it is.
That's
to
the thing.
buy
It's going to be the
He's
carting
from a
and
noble
the
merchant family, you would know.
No, he's from a
I
peasant
didn't
merchant
pay
family that had a
attention
nobility.
to that side of things anyway. That was what my brother did. I had
And
fun.
that's why he's still there, and you're stuck with us.
You had fun, and then now you're in a monastery, and you're sleeping alone tonight. Meanwhile, your brother has many, many women's
I doubt it.
because of his money.
Oh, so he pays for it.
No.
Yeah. Technically, yes.
But they,
No.
skanks. So.
Big skank.
I'm sure Saphira would not turn down the opportunity to fuck skanks.
Sure doesn't fuck skank.
He makes love.
Well, there's that. But
And they start singing opera. Anyway,
Yes.
move on. What are you doing? Sorry, you were in the market, weren't you?
I just got my pauldrons.
Yeah,
we were
we
looking
looked
for
for
Wajibu.
Wajibu.
Yeah, you can't seem to find Wajibu.
Well, I haven't done a perception check for one. Natural 20.
I'm not even.
So if... Well, how do you know I got that?
18. Oh, look at that fucking marble.
If Wajibu's here, I will have spotted him, I would think. But
Well,
I'm
you found a
guessing-
marble. They're fucking expensive. They're not even lying around.
That's makes sense. That's made it.
So do I see or hear this fabled Wajibu? I don't know, Adrian. I don't think Wajibu's here. Maybe he's already moved on.
I could have sworn I heard him last night.
Maybe he's moved on. Maybe he's getting some sleep.
How dare you level such scurrilous accusations against my friend and part-time brother? I shall gulp you, sir. Oh, why'd you have to hit me?
Did I really just hear that?
Yes,
Where's it coming from?
from the puppet show over there.
Oh.
Here's to roll.
Anyway, we've managed to narrow it down, Catsby. It seems that rather than two ends of a piece of string that have been stolen, someone has stolen the middle of a string and then drawn it apart. That's dashed clever.
No, I make mind versus mind affecting spell. I overcome that, and I can wander past the Ojalo and Catsby puppet show.
Yeah, that one looks even more boring than the other one we went to.
Now you got to roll to not take him back and prove him wrong.
God, I'm good.
Because you know you would.
Come along, Adrian.
I mean, weren't we going in this direction anyway?
Yes, and we're going in that direction faster now.
Why? What happened?
I say, Catsby, and do you commit murder? Potentially.
Oh, you're good now.
No accounting for taste.
You don't like women? You don't like hilarious puppet shows? What do you like?
So far, the only thing we've got in common is scribbles.
Yeah, but I think he likes him on a whole different level to you.
So Scribbles has this little puppet show back and he's just like... God knows where he gets his props from.
Thanks to himself.
He is a small wood lathe built into your pancreas.
He's a magic rat. Or he operates under cartoon logic.
Was there anything else you wanted to peruse while we're in the marketplace, Adrian?
I mean, we could look for books, but...
Good luck. I mean, you know this is mostly to be sold to standard peasants who can't read, right?
Weapons here, weapons here. Beer, get your beer.
I mean, we could-
Gods! Gods for sale! Holy symbols!
Oh.
Prayer books! Holy prayer books, symbols!
Wait a
Gods
minute.
here!
I will go there, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Gods here! Get your gods! We've got lesser gods and greater gods,
Excuse
and
me.
we made up one called Fnurb.
Excuse me, do you have a cannon for the god Tor?
Cannon.
Yes.
Oh, no, a holy cannon can only be obtained through a monastery, sir. As a fine young aristocrat like yourself will know.
I thought it was worth a shot. I haven't seen a Tauric monastery or temple in a long
Tor, we
time.
got Tauric holy symbols here. Two for 200 crowns.
I have one.
And a very fine one it is, sir. Very fine indeed. I'll trade you for a lamp. Holy symbol of Ifrit.
No.
How much do you want for that lamp?
This specific bronze lamp, blessed by priests of Ifrit itself.
Is he rubbing it while talking to me?
It's like that. Shine. I don't know, what the fuck does the lamp go for these days? 15 6. Because you have it in your head that every lamp is magic, don't you?
Yes.
Okay.
To be fair, a lot of the lamps we've come across.
Like it's almost 50-50.
Yeah.
15 6. A very fine lamp of Ifrit.
How about 10?
How about 15?
14?
Be quiet, boy, you bother me.
Fine.
Moonstones of Saluna.
Surely, my friend, with my charisma roll of 2, could get it for a mere 12.
No, you couldn't.
Okay.
I mean, if your argument is with my charisma roll of
No, but I'm just saying, just flashing a smile and just saying, surely my friend here could get it for a mere 12.
Rubies! Ruby eyes! Well, let's not mention it, but we've got them.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus here! Get to Jesus! Arrows of Crow! Blessed arrows of Crow!
I wonder if Sulam would be interested in those.
Maps of Tor's world!
He's the man!
Sorry, yours world.
Oh.
Right, I bought that lamp.
Okay. It's empty. No, it'll probably come into work.
Better be handy. What do arrows of crow do, just as a...
Well, they're blessed, so surely they will seek out their prey better somehow.
Let's see.
Fish! In a pie!
Oh. Well, that sounds interesting.
You've never had fish pie?
I mean, not in a while.
There it is if you want some.
How much?
Well, let's see. It's Amulet of Yermos. Amulet of Yermos. Specially glows. Don't know how.
Probably magic.
Silly magic. How much does it glow?
Oh, you poor unlucky fool. Are you also clumsy?
Yes.
Neat. That's going to make your escape hilarious. So the whole crowd just goes and looks at you. Like everyone in the immediate area.
I mean, wouldn't it shine with the god's divine protection?
You mean Yermos, the magic god's magic protection?
Fuck, I forgot he's the god of magic.
I thought you knew, but you were trying to be ignorant to that fact at the moment.
And then now you meant to scream, "You're selling magical items! Get him!"
So, you're selling items of the god of magic?
How do you know he's the god of magic? He says suspiciously, adjusting his guard's helmet.
You just told me that.
No, I'm sure I didn't.
Yep.
You look like a wizard. Yeah, someone in the crowd says. And wizards are always casting magic spells. No, they're not always casting magic spells. Not everyone always casts spells. Well, they're often doing it, but you said always. Two fishwives start hitting each other with kippers.
Disappear into the crowd, Adrian.
Yeah, are they distracted?
Guns.
Let's go.
Okay, so you need an assimilation. Oh, you don't have that. Oh, then you will need a blend. Oh, you don't have that. Okay, well, just give me a charisma roll then.
Oh. Oh, no.
Oh, thank you. I have these.
Yes!
The 5 there.
Yes.
That beats my roll. You escape. Which way did you go? I don't know. You check down that way. Door's locked. Move on to the next.
Let's quietly get out of here.
You say from inside the door that you had entered and then locked.
I always forget how paranoid they are. Oh, nice.
Is there any reason you're in the women's bathhouse? And
Is that
have
where
they
we
locked the door?
No.
Says a woman with a towel wrapped around her.
We thought this was the men's bathhouse.
Also, hello again.
Oh, hello.
We're
Fancy
leaving
running
now.
into you here.
So you want to unlock the door, or do we start screaming for the guards?
We'll unlock the door and leave.
I think there's a story behind this. If you'll just wait, I will watch without.
Oh, let's just go find Sulin.
She comes back out in a hooded robe.
How have you been? City
So-
finding you well?
City guards finding you not at all.
That's the plan.
You still just can't keep the mouth shut, can you?
Oh,
You know, you were right. And I bet you don't hear that often.
I'm sorry.
That's okay,
but what
I forgive you.
specifically?
Oh, hello, Sulin.
If it's the right time, then yes, I'll be there.
Yes.
So, are we ready to go?
Yep. I have everything I require before leaving.
Ah, you're going to travel off to Merlin.
Yes. Would thou like to join us?
And you have purchased enough food and water to make the journey?
I mean, that was the next step.
And then how did you plan to get you through customs?
We have nothing.
Change self-spell, or are you just going to shave off all that hair?
Well, I have nothing to hide.
I have thought of it. We should talk in the room.
Very well. You're free to join us if you wish. We'll go up to the room.
Saphiro, you've got your Can I go in your pack?
Yes.
Oh,
She gets your cosmetics kit out, right?
I don't know what she's going on, so yes.
we could colour his hair with charcoal, and then make him look a little less.
Yes, if we could cut his hair as well, but I'm guessing he doesn't want to do that. Maybe just tie it back?
It is tied back.
We'll tie it back some more. Make it look less long somehow?
I don't think there's an issue with long hair. It's the colour as well,
Yes.
because you've seen other warriors with long hair, tied back, dark.
Yes, I'm not as familiar with this region though. This is my first.
But
Time and
they know
bone.
we're not from here. But
Yeah.
it's the white hair which is the problem.
Yes.
So if we colour it,
How long will that even last?
it should last long enough for us to get out.
And then if there are guard patrols on the road?
We could put it back in every day, but it should, unless we're washing it every day, it should last for quite a while.
Yes.
You mean like a wizard? Can you not turn yourself into a cat or a dog or a pack horse?
You would be surprised how much effort that takes. This is actually much simpler. Sometimes the more mundane method is the easiest one.
I'm not sure how much my kit here would help. I mean, I do not have charcoal for colouring his hair.
Charcoal's not hard to get.
No.
I'm pretty sure there is a fire in this room.
There is a very large fire in this room.
So we need to get supplies.
Yes. Food and water for the journey. I think we have most everything else. We have enough supplies for camping overnight.
So, what next? We just... I'll go get some charcoal, some ash, and we'll try and colour your hair.
Feel free to borrow the mirror if you need it. There's a mirror in my kit as well.
Well, his obviously coloured hair has one minor flaw. Water destroys the effect immediately. And it looks pretty ashen. So you're gonna have maybe you should dirty him up so that he just looks like a grubby peasant.
Well, we could do that, and he'll look like this. Your actually, that would be ideal, because if you make him up to look like your slave,
My slave.
You'll be needing documents, proof of ownership, the right colours. Maybe don't pitch that low.
no, then maybe his
Perhaps he's just
Hired help.
my apprentice. I'm a cleric of Tor, and he is my young apprentice who I am teaching.
your page.
I think manservant would go better.
Manservant.
It's not a bad idea. Often manservants neglect their own well-being in favour of their snooty upper-class lords. The bastards.
How well do you think you would be able to act like a manservant?
Oh, terribly.
You could be one that can't speak.
Yes, let's go with that.
That's a little close to home, isn't it?
No.
What do you mean?
I mean, if I remember the story, you spent a good portion of your life not being able to speak, and then when you could, magic happened.
And who'd you hear that from?
How much have you told her?
Men tell everything to a willing lady.
I actually wouldn't have told her that much, to be honest.
No, you did.
I did.
Oh yeah, her charisma rolls are extremely good.
Okay. But I don't get to choose the things
she
I
knows
would...
how to ask the right questions.
You may not have-
to get you to
yeah.
reveal slightly more than you want.
Okay.
Or maybe you just don't remember that. Or maybe she's being deceitful. She heard that somewhere else. You don't know.
You weren't there.
Well, wouldn't I know if I'd told her?
I mean,
Like-
all of those things just sort of blended together, and you mostly would remember the high points. I feel, and the adventurous stories, and not the minor details.
Because I made a point in my mind that was like, okay, I wouldn't have told her anything that was like a private group thing, and I wouldn't have
In which case, you
said
probably
any,
would remember telling her.
and then I wouldn't have said any personal stories belonging to the group members themselves, just about the moments we shared together.
Yeah, you would have remembered revealing the edges of that across several different stories.
Yeah. She's got that much of a charisma, you wouldn't be able to stop it.
Over it was like 15 days.
Yeah.
That you were talking to her.
I figured it would have been closer to like 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or with
And a bit here and a bit there, and
the right question here, the right question there, and a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Well, she could maybe piece it together then. Yeah.
And then just piece it all together, which is
Maybe. Okay.
That's how information gathering, the skill, works.
Yes. Yeah.
Thanks, Saphira.
I don't remember ever mentioning that specifically.
I wonder what other secrets you've told about
I
us.
tried not to tell her anything private. I merely told her about some of our adventures we shared together.
And what adventures you've had. Truly, The adventuring life is more spectacular than any could have believed, with such gallant heroes as yourself around, and your faithful companions.
Yes, I wonder what stories he's told.
Wow! Very, very marmalade-y.
I mean, I don't like to boast, but
Yes, you do. It's probably your second favorite thing to
I can
do.
tell she's being sarcastic.
She's not.
She's not. She's dead serious.
I mean,
about it.
that's maybe how I delivered it, but she's not. She's very, very marmalade-y. Maybe the term vapid idiot might cross your mind. Given that you haven't any real reason to suspect her yet, I don't think.
Solent
I know you
she
Well,
mentioned something about the bard song thing when because her mind was clearly taken over in the marketplace.
Yeah.
Which would seem to suggest she's not. She's
No,
more than she
there's
seems.
a few
at the very
things she
least.
said that it pinged my interest.
And the sword.
And the sword, the fact
She's
that
good
she's
with the sword,
very
yes.
good with the sword, which is very.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's good. I mean, what's she actually done with it? She pinned you to the deck, but you were in big flowy robes, I think, so that's okay. And then a thing leapt up from the edge, and she just sort of skewered it. I mean, did you do style analysis? Because she looked pretty clumsy to me. I mean, did you? Because I don't think you did.
I cannot off the top of my head say that I did. I did. I'll be honest, I can't remember if I did or didn't.
I went back over the notes and I didn't hear you go.
I didn't see you. I don't recall you saying you style analysis her and last
Yeah.
week. I don't recall anything like that, but yeah. Well, perhaps. I mean, what bigger incentive is there for you to pull this off, other than the fact that if you don't, you will be killed?
In a fire.
I don't.
I mean, I don't mean to be blunt and even sound cruel here, but that's what it comes down to, doesn't it?
No, but you're just trying to turn this back on me. You're exclusively skipping over the parts where you told other people personal things about us.
We can discuss this
That's
later.
not relevant to the topic.
I already
at
agreed
hand.
to Sulan's plan.
And I wasn't being rude.
You agreed. I just wanted to know: do you think you're able to pull off this facade?
I mean, I can not talk, but
Well, sometimes you're going to have to talk. I imagine there'll be the odd guards who ask you questions.
It's more getting out of the city as opposed to anything
How
else.
good are you at subterfuge, Sulan?
What?
You dishonorable bunch.
can you ask that?
No, I don't think you can.
I can't, even though
You're intentionally inveigling someone to engage in subterfuge. It's up to you, man.
well, this is what this whole thing is.
Oh, there's
So
Is it really, or are you just trying to decrease the odds of being randomly selected for?
well, the question I was going to ask is, how good would you be at perhaps? Guards are going to ask you questions, and you need to make sure your story is consistent.
How about I just speak in Elvish?
What, and say you can only speak in that?
But then what if they find someone that can speak in Elvish too?
Well, I can speak in Elvish.
Yes, but then they'll be asking you the same questions in Elvish that you can't even ask in common.
Honestly,
It'd be easier to dance around the answers in Elvish.
He's
Because of
not
the
very
way
good
it-
at
there's
Elvish.
that too, but also any random person they have just sitting around that can speak Elvish probably isn't a.
Or, better yet, you don't speak, and Saphiro answers all your questions because he is...
Is any member of your party a mage? Yes! Damn it.
Well,
Would that work?
Well, ideally, yes, but sometimes I don't know how guards operate here, but in some places, guards I've come across will sometimes latch onto a person and they will want to interrogate and talk to that person, and they won't want anybody speaking for them. So we need to make sure that.
Yes, but in other cultures, I know that unless they speak to the master, the manservant can't speak.
Yes. Well, Adrian, you grew up in this vicinity. What can you tell us about the customs here and how the guards operate?
Taxes are reasonable.
Okay.
I didn't really encounter many guards.
So you don't know how they treat, like, servants and so forth, or anybody who's suspicious?
From what I recall, it's similar to the way it is in San Ramirez, where they aren't really given much of a second thought.
Let's grubby you up and,
Right. So, I need to know who's carrying the food. Are you all carrying your own shares, or is it all being collected together in one strong bag?
Well, like, to go along with the story, like, reasonably, I would probably be carrying everything. All the food and stuff, at least.
you've got
You've got the weights there
Yeah.
to give it.
Okay, so we need 30 food.
30 food.
You know what I mean, like...
You get 30 food units and put them in our encumbratron.
So that's...
Were you wishing to accompany us, Royal?
Potentially.
I mean, these are kind of things we need to know so we can work out expenses.
I've already acquired my traveling.
So 30 food, so 30 pounds.
I think I can carry my own stuff.
So I'll be carrying 20.
And that's all good.
It's not like... it doesn't put me in heavy encumbrance. So like, it'll be moderate. But like, we won't be going like super quick during the days. It will be going like a reasonable, sustainable pace. I mean, Sulin might be able to like do a light jog the entire way there, but we can't.
She'll go at our pace. Maybe slightly faster.
I'm going slightly faster and
She can
Ranging.
scout ahead a little bit and...
ranging,
Yeah.
like we've always done.
Well, the thing is, she can even find food on the way, but... if she wants.
Try, but it doesn't work. Oh well. Not with some huckering weight behind us. Or behind me anyway. We could ride horses and be faster.
Horses are expensive and treacherous creatures. Besides, we'll hopefully get some of these, what were they called? Camels? When we get to the edge of the... Camels. Camules. When we get to the edge of the...
Well, let's get the stuff and go.
5 silver pieces per food per day. So that's going to cost you. If you don't haggle, then it will in fact be 20 silver marks per day. Now haggle it down. Which is 30 per food unit.
He wants what per food unit?
30.
30.
Yeah, that's what he's asking for. Now haggle them down. You realise the prices in the book are not the prices you will ever pay. They're my guideline, not yours.
I think you could do them for half that.
Oh, but that's fine bread. And I've got 1,500 kids to feed. I couldn't possibly part with it for less than 25.
He's lying.
You have 1,500 kids.
Hey, yeah.
You can even...
You didn't roll for that, so you can't say. You gotta believe him. I rolled, I don't believe him.
I don't...
He just doesn't believe because 1,500 kids is an insane
Yeah.
amount. That's probably not even the population of the fucking town we've just been in.
It is.
That is,
Yeah.
And then Spiro counters with her.
Oh, well, again. See how... Oh, that's even better. Yes, but obviously we need. I mean, this food's not just going to sell itself.
It's food. It literally sells itself.
I don't know. I roll so I don't have to do all this stuff I'm not good at actually doing.
It's the nostalgia adventure. He rolls so he doesn't have to.
Yes,
Well, in that case,
that's the point of role playing. I'm not good at being charismatic. My character is.
I think you're saying. I think you're spelling role playing wrong. See, you've got 2 L's in yours.
Well, okay, so he'll come down to 20 silver marks per third unit, which is exactly the 4 times marker.
I still think 15 would be more reasonable,
I know you think that, but
which is a 6 on the.
I'm more likely to not come down further than 19. Plenty of other people want this.
I don't see them all crowding around.
I mean, demand just shut up. You all saw it.
I don't think you're familiar with how that works.
There's plenty of other food stalls around here.
Indeed, there are. You're welcome to try them.
And you go start from the start.
So you shuffle on down the road to Hager's House of Supplies,
Okay, sure.
and he's like, "Well, what do you want? Are you want supplies? It's going to cost you 25 silver marks per food unit.
Well, that's already cheaper from the start.
Why not 10?
Why not 30?"
I think.
He opened his mouth, now it's harder for you.
Thanks. So much for being silent. You've already failed before we've even left.
Because Hager's a prick. Actually, I should have given you a list of merchants you want to go for.
20, I think, would be far more reasonable.
already got
20? I suppose I might be encouraged to come down as low as 20. I mean, if one was to buy, say, a lot of it, in bulk like.
We're going to want at least 10, 12 days to be safe.
For 3 people.
For 3 people, yes.
Well, I suppose I could break you a deal and come down to, say... How good was that roll?
That was a 9, that last one.
17?
$15 and you've got a deal.
Call it 16?
Agreed.
Agreed.
And then we smugly walk past the other guy who didn't get our money.
Yeah, that's the thing. He didn't get your money.
But then he'll scream, "You use magic on him."
So water? You want any water as well? Or wine or beer?
Aren't we next to like the...
I mean, yeah, we could probably just fill up our wine sacks with water from the river.
Yeah, you could do that. It is fresh water.
Fresh enough for a minute.
How much?
But we're probably going to
Well-
want more than just like a... Because there aren't any... There's the lake slightly to the north, but beyond that there aren't any rivers. I mean, there might be small streams, we don't know. But there's no other water source from here to there that we know of.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks fairly dry through here.
It's also really annoying because like before we were in a snow place, so like if we needed
Oh,
water
yeah.
we could just like melt snow. But,
See,
like,
that's...
now we're in a
I
desert
don't know if
place.
this is desert, but that's desert tiles here.
If they blank, they could be grasslands.
It's the
They've got
line.
lines in them.
It's the same as over in the parched stone
And
wastes.
yeah, they'll be either arid or desert.
So yeah. So we're probably going to want more than just the one wineskin each, I would say.
I have 5.
So I carry 4.
Oh, okay.
I've literally been carrying 5 since we got out of the Tum. And I was like, I don't want to run out of water ever again.
The LSD water wasn't a good
Considering
thing.
that during a travel you were considered to consume 1 wineskin per day of water or wine or whatever, then that's not a dumb idea.
I mean, and in some places,
Certainly you shouldn't go into dungeons with less than 4 wineskins.
and like in some places you can recover some, so like if it runs into something. But like I doubt we'll be able to here. So.
You know, you can actually go hunting for water. Are you aware of that?
You would be able to too, because you follow the animals.
And you can find little springs.
And also things like listening for the sound of trickling water.
I'm just saying, are you aware you can hunt for
No,
things
I
like
didn't.
water? And you can use the hunting skill to
Yes.
find water. Of course, if you have dowsing, apparently that is just fucking works.
Yeah.
I'm going to... Okay, since I don't have extra wineskins, unlike you guys...
Oh,
I'm
you
going
want
to
some
buy
wineskin?
I'm going to buy some extra ones, so that...
You want wineskin?
Or water skin, what do you... I think
They
it's
call
the
it a
same
wineskin.
thing. Yeah, exactly.
You want wineskin, huh? Okay. How many?
I'll get 4 and then I have 5 in total.
Okay. I'm gonna sell you 4 for a total of 30 silver marks. Or 60 Dirac, whichever's the silver one.
Nope. I'm just paying that
Yes, you are.
because that haggling
Do
was.
you need any more ink while we're at it?
Jesus.
I don't know what my ink supplies
Mind
are,
you,
especially
you haven't
because
really written a lot, so...
Scribbles dips into mine every now and then. So
I think I bought like I remember when we first got money, I bought like all the ink ever.
I do know we had a fairly decent amount. So it was basically
You're taking
30
soap?
in gold.
Are you going to want to take soap with you?
Well, there's like a town like not that far away.
Okay then.
No, I have to take soap. I'm taking soap.
Okay, then I'm going to want 20 silver pieces from you for a pound of soap.
Yep.
That's all.
Alright,
So I'm going.
19. Good soap, no lie.
Okay, 19 silver. I get a LYA.
Pun night!
Everything's alright.
You going to want any lamp oil,
No, he just got some.
papyrus, parchment, perfume, rope, sack?
I'll probably like buy some more journals if they have them.
I don't know what my perfume's
There's not a
at.
lot of writing materials around.
I don't even
I
know
could
what
get
my
you
perfume
one.
would be at.
It's not manly to read or write books.
Bizarro does it.
It is manly.
He's
Yeah,
the
Pizarro's Serenian though.
Yeah. Fucking Pont.
No, not quite.
He didn't quite make the. He didn't quite make the grade for
I mean, he
Pons.
could get an honorary title at some point if he continues his heroic efforts, but... Firewood? Herbs?
How much was
Dave Dobbin?
How much was the perfume?
Really? Per file?
How many
You're looking
herbs?
at 20 marks.
You got enough herbs
20
and stuff?
gold marks.
And you can't teach that.
And I can't haggle that either.
You don't have to be carrying a hell of a lot, you know.
Yep.
Because you got to carry all the stuff.
I'm not carrying all this stuff, I'm just carrying a lot of it. Because his heaviest shit is his armor, which he wears. And I carry him.
That's right. I had a drinking horn rather than a wineskin was my main thing. I knew I had the drinking vessel was different. It was a drinking horn.
Huh. You could hire a teamster with a wagon for 1 silver piece per mile.
How many miles is a tile?
You see, it's non-specific. I did it on travel time instead. So what I would basically say is that a teamster with a wagon would be worth 16 silver marks a week.
That's pretty good.
That's not too bad.
It is. But that doesn't buy loyalty. There is a chance that a teamster could try and fuck you over. Not a big chance, But let's say bandits arrive, he might just fuck off and leave you alone. And you certainly wouldn't be getting one to take you all the way into Parchstone for that.
No, but you could get us to Merlin.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's. I mean, surely, he would try and get more than that, but that's the base price.
It's not a bad idea, honestly.
Yeah.
Do you have any money left?
Yeah, it's getting low. I'm below the grand now.
You're below $1,000.
Fuck, I'm just Mr. Moneybags over here.
You have the group fund!
Exactly, I keep on tapping into it, so it's all good.
How much coins did we get off the bodies of the guys?
Well, I got 14.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you guys got in for anybody else.
So your friend departs to get her equipment, and you head for the customs thing. Ready to head out of town, right?
We'll sort of wait for her, or we'll wait for her just outside of customs instead.
In the
Maybe.
customs area, there's guards going through, segregating people into little lines. One line is obviously a lot shorter than the others, and there's the people that they have a beef with for some reason. They're getting like completely searched. And who wants to roll their lucky?
Ooh, but I have unlucky.
For that small percentage of people out there who may be borderline psychotic or who have serious drug problems, it can, and in some cases does, tip them over the edge.